Peace, peace, peace. It is QI in the building. It is unapologetically QI in the building. Well, all right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. It is unapologetically QI entering the building again. Let me turn this all the way off. Well, pretty much, I was going to do some material on the YSL trial, because I have a lot to talk about when it comes down to YSL Woody. But I may possibly do it later if I gather all of my facts and different things, because I saw a lot of different things that people once again missed. I answered a lot of questions that that needed to be answered. I completely understand like what the judge was doing. I went back and watched the interview. I hope like most of y'all did as well. And once you watch the interview and then you go back and watch his test or you go back to his testimony, then you will clearly see where they're catching him up in stuff that they already have documented evidence on. I mean, they already have the documented evidence. So the it's like either he's going down and Young Thug will go home, or he's gonna get it together and he's gonna get it together and he's gonna be able to go home himself. However, with him, with Woody, either way it goes, he's in trouble. Like even if he was in jail, I mean, he just needs protective custody. I mean, he just needs witness protection. And I'm not sure how easy that'll be, how much family he has in the Atlanta area, because you have to look at that too. Yeah, you have your mom, you have, your children, but some people have some big families and they have to consider them all, especially when, all of them sort of grew up around each other and they were close. So they know a lot of his people, they know where each other lives, XYZ. It's sort of hard to like run and hide when you've been living somewhere all your life. And on the interview, he asked if he could move to California, and they were like, because of the restrictions, they couldn't. Because at that time, like during the interview, at that time, the only thing that they had him for was the gun charge. So they actually found a gun. They found a gun, and like he got immunity. So that means that like he's not a part of the RICO. His charges stand alone, as I stated before. His charge was the gun charge, and it had nothing to do with the YSL federal RICO case because he got immunity. But in actuality, during the interview, they were asking him like, they were saying that pretty much he was implicated in the unaliving of Big Nut Donovan. That was some serious stuff. That, and this wasn't his first time, like being questioned about it. And it was almost as though they were ready to like pull him in, and I guess while he was sitting there, like if you watch the video, you could tell that while he was sitting there, he was looking at the fact that he's possibly not going to go home tonight, and he possibly won't be going home for a long time if they implicate him on the big nut situation. So like he was fiercely trying to like he offered. He was like, well, if I tell you this, I tell you that. And they kept telling him, well, we can't make you any promises because we have to talk to the DA. They kept saying, and the only thing that we could do is like, but like only thing, and the DA couldn't come in that particular day I don't know if it was a weekend or what, but the DA couldn't come in. And you could tell he was really panicking trying to get out of there. He was trying his best not to be in lockdown, like on hold or whatever. And so, he just started squealing. He started squealing. And see, ask yourself when you listen, if you listen to the trial, ask yourself, how do these people know who Tay is? Who, like, a lot of these people that they're naming? What type of piece was used? What type of piece? I'm using that for because I don't want to trigger YouTube. But what type of piece or weapon was used? A lot of things. I mean, like, he told them specifics. They had specifics. And like, if I was Young Thug or anybody in YSL, that, like, they know he snitched. They know he told. It's like almost too late for him to try to redeem himself. And I don't really know if they threatened him or not. I don't know if they've, like, threatened his life or not. But uh what's up? What's up, Max Boogie, beautiful Haitian? But uh it's not, like, it ain't really looking good. It's not looking good for him at all. Because either way it goes, he's like, something, like, either way it goes, if he goes home, and he doesn't get any witness protection, he's, in fear of his life. Because he was in fear of his life when he went in there. He was talking about, like, when they shot at him and his family, his with his children or daughter. He was like, he's worried about the safety of his family. So, either way it goes, it's not looking good. And we out, like, well, like, when you get locked up, unless they send you somewhere far away, and almost in protective custody, because you got to look at it. YSL is uh widely connected. They're widely connected. So, like, it's almost nowhere he could go. Now, he was asking to go to California. I don't know why he would want to do that, other than the fact that he got some people that would have watched his back at that time. But, like, once they find out in California, and it's a nationwide case, it's televised. So it's like, once they find out that he snitched, it's pretty much a done deal for him. So it's like, dang if he do, dang if he don't. Dang if he do, dang if he don't. So, like I said, I saw some other things that, I want to bring out some specifics that I saw, but I'm gonna have to, like, really take some time and document that. But I saw some stuff online that bothered me a little bit. Okay, so, like, a lot of y'all who follow me, y'all know that, like, I've been talking about my transition and different things of that nature. A lot of people in the B sector already knew I took care of my grandmother for, what, 7 years or better. Um, and I inherited her home. And so I have, like, dermatitis A, severe allergies, right? And so one of the things that, like, I have to get this house completely renovated because I'm hyperallergenic. So I have to get it completely renovated in order, just for it to be hyperallergenic, you know. So I've already decided that, I'm gonna build my own home. Um, and it takes a while for, all of this stuff, all of the paperwork and different things that's necessary to go through. And so, like, it's been a long process. It's been a long process. But I mean, things like this do take time, and it requires patience. However, I ran out of my medications. And so, like, and I have to cut, like, I have 2 acres. This house sits on 2 acres of land, right? So, although I have allergies, like, I'm allergic to carpet, I'm allergic to latex, I'm allergic to grass. And so, but I have to cut my own grass because, pretty much, if I were to pay somebody, that's like $400 a month. Because, like, a lot of people are wanting to charge, especially after COVID or whatever, like $100 per acre. So it's just easy for me to get up and go do it, cover myself up and go do it myself. However, it still inflames me. And I ran it, and we just came out of that winter freeze or whatever. So the grass was tall, so I have to get it, before the little animals start coming out. I have to keep the cut. Um, and unfortunately, it doesn't work work with my allergies. So like a lot of times my eyes and different things be burning, and it also affects like my skin. Um, and so like I've ran out of the antihistamines that I'm supposed to take, and so like I ended up going to the doctor, and I'm just waiting for them to come. Um, and once like I can completely get out of here, I can start going regular on the shot, um, which would clear everything up within like 2 months, 3 months max, 2 3 months max, completely clear, because I have really clear and good skin. And like people like because of the camera slip or whatever I had, they're like saying I look old. I do not look old. I look younger than a lot of these people on here. Um, it's just that I had stuff all over my skin, and it was the lighting and the stuff that I put on my skin. It's like a Cetaphil type of cleanser and treatment. It tightens your skin. It dries and tightens your skin up. So it had me looking flaky, and like close to my eyes or whatever. But like uh, even with uh even with the allergies and stuff like that, um, because like I know what to eat. I got all my allergies and things like that checked, and so I know what to eat. So therefore, like I don't internally, I'm good. It's externally. It's like the carpet and going outside. Internally, like it was like dairy and tomatoes and red sauce or whatever. Internally, I'm good. So that helps a lot. And and I don't. Mine is not that bad. I almost put up a thumbnail to say before and after, so that y'all get a chance to see that it completely clears up once you take the shots or whatever, or you get on the antihistamines regularly to keep from flaring. But I brought that up as well because even though like I shouldn't even be defending Tracy, because I don't even know why she likes to argue with me, and it's weird when you're arguing with somebody and you don't know why. They just come up and bust out an argument over some, and you're like, what? Because we've never like, other than who I affiliated with, we've never had individual issues ourselves. And you would think as grown people, especially if I haven't done anything damaging or anything to you, she's probably said more damaging things to me than anything. But those are words. And I have to also say that, like, one of the things that, like taking care of my grandma, all this has been like testing. Um, But I can clearly say what doesn't take you out will only make you stronger. And one of the things by being on YouTube, one of the things that I have gained is, like I stopped carrying, not worry, like my real life precedes what other people think. Like I'm no longer in a position where, like I can think, worry about thinking how somebody else thinks that I should think. So therefore, like it's like I'm not worried about you, and my priorities are together. Like I stated, my health is together. All my vitals and everything. I have to get checked, especially before I start taking the medication and things like that. And I go to the doctor regularly, and I have some, good health. And a lot of them think just because I drink or whatever, I drink. Like once I get on back on this medicine, I'm not gonna be able to drink unless like, I'm not gonna be able to drink. And it's pretty much because the medicine that I take for my as an antihistamine is also like anxiety medicine, which I need as well because I have PTSD. So it's like two birds with one stone, and it's not bad. I've read all the side effects. I've been on it before, so it's not damaging. So it's like and I'm like, I can't wait to like, okay. A lot of people probably think I don't cam up because I used to cam up, but I was also camming up during a point where like my dermatitis was sort of bad as well. I don't, like I've never like been cammed up or anything on YouTube with like my complete clear skin because I've been here at my grandmother's house with the carpet and different things like that. And like out in nature and stuff like that, out in the piling, just like right now, like out in the piling and different things like that. So it's like like around September, I'm like, okay, around September I'm gonna start camming up again because as you see that I am trying to work on my content, my brand. I'm trying to see how far I could take my skill set because I do have them graphic designer, video editing, all of that. And like while taking care of my grandmother, I wasn't able to do a lot, so I had to catch up with a lot. I had to, I have to get my all my computer equipment and different things like that up to part. And so it's just been a lot. And a lot of times I'm so ambitious and things of that nature. I think everything is going to be quick. Just like in terms of getting my house built. I think it's going to be. I would have never assumed that it would take this long. And it was testing too. I mean, it's still testing. I can't wait because it's like I'm going to build a studio where I can work because I'm the type of person I like to work day and night. And so like I would like for my studio to be close to my home where I could like be able to really produce. So like I said, like hopefully by September, I'll be ready to go full fledged. Whether or not I have like my home is in the process of getting started or not, um, because I'm getting a pre-built home. I've looked at a lot of avenues. I've looked at the tiny homes. Like that's a lot of what I do too, shopping around for uh, my options. Tiny home too small for me. I already know that. They're nice, but there's no way I could live in a tiny home. And I looked at a lot of the modulars, the prefab, and even sometimes like what we call trailers. And like a lot of the double wide and triple wide trailers look really nice. I mean, they have walk-in showers, they have pantries, they have, they come with stainless steel appliances. They have your laundry room. Um, the only thing that it probably doesn't come with is a garage, and and I already know how where to get that or whatever. How to go about getting that. That doesn't cost that much. Um, so I'm like really excited, and it's like hard being patient and stuff like that. And like that's why I come online in my free time or whatever, and I try to stay focused on my goals. Like I spend the majority of my time doing like getting prepared or doing stuff for tech because I have a lot of responsibilities now. A lot of responsibilities. Like I said, like I have a um my house right now sits on 2 acres. Um and so I have to do yard work. Um with these carpets I have to clean the carpets at least uh once a week. I say once it's almost to the point I didn't clean these carpets so much. I think they're gonna disintegrate. But I mean, that's what I have to do, and dust and clean, and still like do all the other necessary things that I have to do. So I just have a lot of responsibilities. But like I've been handling everything, and I'm I mean, which I knew I could or would. I mean, it's like no biggie, no biggie. The biggest part is like being excited and trying to be patient about like my new process or whatever, and trying to stay well, the positive part is easy for me. It's like when you get around negative people, And that's been sort of easy too because I look at it like, why don't everybody feel like they can continue to make their life better or they can continue to progress? Look at Diva. Salute Diva. Not today. I'm gonna do it. I'm just saying in September because I have a lot of stuff out the way by then. And I would have been on my medication, like and different things like that. Like I know I'm attractive. I'm not ugly. My skin, like when I'm not in flared, is clear. I'm fine. For a 54-year old, and I'm proud of it. And so like when people be saying all this because it's a bad time or bad day, and uh I laugh because when everything is together, it's together. It's like together. So um and I'm a Leo, so we like to like how Leos are. We got to show out. So around September and stuff, I'm gonna possibly go on cam up. Reset up my little studio. I'm gonna come right back on camera and I'm gonna stunt on some folks. And I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody or nothing like that. I'm a very humble person. I never like been the type of person to compete or compare. I'm not what you call it, arrogant or anything like that. It's just that like in real life I turn heads. I don't have the kind of problems that people on here say or whatever. And pretty much I heard somebody say, "Oh, I look 80 years old." Now I probably possibly looked 80 years old with that medication on my face and in the wrong lighting or whatever. But in real life, I don't have not a nan wrinkle, not a nan. I don't have crow's feet. I'm 54. No crow's feet, no wrinkles, no gray hair. And I told you, I am muscular built. I look like a nigga. I look like a man. And I'm like, I don't want to be a man, so don't get that twisted. I'm just saying, like, I'm a stud. We like to look masculine, and I do. I'm proud of my looks. I turn heads. Women are attracted to me. Now, like, I might not be the epitome of somebody else's beauty, but see, I think a lot of people be colorists or something on here, and they look for certain features. Like, you know how we talk from the conscious community, like we've learned, like they give us a European standard of beauty. I don't have that, but like I like my beauty. I have nice lips, like Max down there. Max is beautiful to me, and that's why I tell her every chance I get because I know some people like because they might not fit the TV or the television standards. They don't see it or whatever. I think that like a lot of I'm not, saying only dark skinned people are beautiful, but I think a lot of dark skinned people are beautiful. And there are some light skinned people that don't look so good. When you look at them and you really look up close to them, they don't look so good. They don't look as good as they think they do. I'll put it that way. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder or whatever. But I mean, I had, like just, and I shouldn't be shocked that the people who were saying these things were saying it because these have been the people who've been running narratives on me for the last couple of years because, they know, like once they know what's coming when it comes. And a lot of people think that they can psychologically damage you or whatever, but I'm too strong for that. I've been through too much in life. A lot of these people, if they had been through what I've had been gone through, they wouldn't even be able to make it. Like a lot of them can't even make it on YouTube based off of like little things or what somebody else says about them or whatever. So nevertheless, they could make it through like stuff happening in real life and having to deal with crazy people online. So, but I just want to address it. I just wanted to address that. Um, Not just for me because like, okay, if anybody is Teresa's friend, a lot of people they don't go to the dermatologist. Like I've been going for a while. Like I said, I'm hyperallergenic. Um, and I like during the 7 years, like because I had to move from a different state to take care of my grandmother or whatever, I wasn't like I most of my time went into my grandmother. I had less time for myself and more for I had to, most of my time was for my grandmother. So like it's like I'm just getting to the point, uh, maybe a year or maybe two now, where I'm able to really be able to focus on getting things, back in order for myself. Like in terms of finding the right doctor while I'm here. I just settled my mind to know that I'm a cowgirl again, cowboy boots and all. One day I'm gonna introduce y'all to my horses. Um, About to get some cows and different things of that nature. Possibly gonna do some gardening. Um, Online or whatever, just to show y'all, like show y'all some simple things or whatever. Because sometimes it's hard to do that stuff. Like I drive a tractor, all of that. I'm a country girl for real. Four wheelers, I do all of that. So I want to introduce people into that side of my life as well. I know I gotta get some better camera equipment. I may have to do a lot of more uploads, and that's what I'm working on now. Like making sure that my video editing and all of that stuff is up to par. Um, but like I said, I'm just really excited. I'm really excited about uh, being a cowboy girl again, and maybe one day, because we have pastors and different things, and then we're possibly gonna do a Airbnb. Uh, Amongst like not just my immediate family, but all of my family. My family's big, y'all. I'm country. My family's big, huge, uh, huge, and pretty much we do business together, and so maybe one day when we have an event, or I'll have a special event like a little meet and greet or something for YouTubers out here on the land or whatever. I don't know. That's hard to say right now with all the crazy things that people are doing right now. But that would be great. That would be great. So I'm gonna take a few minutes. What's up, Sticks? You know it. The darker the beer, the sweeter the juice. Sunshine. Like I mean, and so like when people, y'all, okay. I know a lot of y'all are experienced, so y'all already know these people be coming at. These people be trying to break your soul. They be trying to break your spirit. And like at the end of the day, it's about loving yourself. I don't care how perfect or imperfect you are or whatever, loving yourself, right? Loving your perfections, loving your imperfections, and being comfortable at you. That's why, like, when I had the camera flip, I didn't even go back and look at it. I didn't anything. And I forgot I had the medication on me, the medication on my skin or whatever. And so like I just wasn't bothered by it. And I probably wouldn't have addressed it today. I just today, other than I see a lot of people are so insensitive about, just like with Tracy, like she has dermatitis. And like they're, oh, she's this and she's got, I don't know, I saw where they had in her title she has lesions. Nah, that's like she has dermatitis and it's not that bad. And if she goes and finds out all her allergies, like everything that she's allergic to, internally and externally, and possibly take those shots, the shot or whatever, like within 2 months or whatever, her skin will be completely clear. But she'll just have to stay away from her allergens. You have to remove the allergens. That's why I like um and you can only take like so many of those shots like a year or whatever. So that's why like I'm not going the shot process until I get like completely moved away from the carpet and things, because it's like a waste of time. But I'm not that bad, and once I get on the antihistamines and stuff like that regularly, uh um I'll be fine. It won't I'll be fine. But a lot of people around here, they're like, they just really be trying to just And and like I said, I don't even know why I would want to defend her or whatever, but I know that's not what it is, and it's a shame that people would be around here trying to make people feel like something is that disgustingly wrong with them. And like going to a dermatologist is not something that people just do on a regular. I mean, yeah, we go to the dentist, we go to the primary care physician or whatever, but a lot of people don't go to like they psychiatrists. They don't go see therapy or psychiatrists. They don't take care of their mind, and a lot of times they don't like look at. And a lot of times you have to be referred to things like that. So that might be something Tracy doesn't know. I know it's a lot of people out here, especially dark skinned people, because let me tell you about dermatitis, especially dermatitis A, right? It's a blessing in so many words because what it means is that you have a strong immune system, um, and like any type of foreign stuff, any type of stuff that doesn't work well with your body kicks it out. And it's going to kick it out either through it's going to kick it out one way or the other. So, like, it means that you have a strong immune system that fights stuff off. It means that, like they say, your melanin ain't popping. Your melanin popping melanin because most of the most highly melanated people, they're the only ones prone to it. Now there are lighter skinned people that are, but it's not as noticeable. It just shows up more like with Dr. Hue or brown hue or people. But it's not a bad thing, and I'd rather have that than to have a lot of. I would rather have because, like I said, I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. I'm right now about 30 pounds over my BMI. I mean, this is just how focused I am on my health. Um, how focused I am on because I've lost a lot of people and stuff like that. And not just that, it's like like when you hit the 50 mark, you got to take care of yourself. And I get a lot of exercise because, like I said, I have to cut my own grass. I have to, like if I got to go out there and chop a tree, uh, it's I do a lot. Y'all just don't know. I'm just a boy. I'm a boy. I've always been a tomboy. I've always just nothing strange about that. If it's something that needs to be done, I'm gonna do it. I work with like the fellas. I always have. They never could keep me away. I played like I kept going out for football, but they would never let me play it. But like I would like played a lot of sports. I was in the band, so I played the tuba. I played the drums. That's me. That's just me. So and I like me, and none of these people, none of these men, none of these people are gonna make me feel bad about who I am. And no, I don't want to be a man. I just like playing with the boy toys. That's all. What's up, Sassy? Oh, like it, it's camera slips are always gonna be bad because like you're like I'm at home. I was drinking. For one thing, I was drinking. I was good and tipsy, right? Um, and I think something I was trying to fix. Like I had internet issues, and like I said, I'm out in the country, so like I had to tape over my phone because, like I said, like a lot of stuff is packed up and different things around here. Um, and so um, getting ready for the move because like even once I move, I might have to, we're gonna get this house completely renovated. I mean, this house is gonna and it's gonna remain, it's gonna be a family home. Um, so it's like a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff that like a lot of changes, but it's good changes, like I stated. But there's not, like if you're at home and you're comfortable and stuff like that, and see, like just like today, it's real hot outside, so I'm not going out there. Because that's a flare up for me. A lot of times when I cut the grass or I'm out or I have to do something on the outside, I try to do it earlier in the morning before the sun comes out, or before the sun comes out, or either later in the evening when the sun goes down. Because when it's hot out there, and this is like we have like it's humid here, like it's humid here, so I try to do it like at decent times or whatever. And So you're gonna look a little rough. You know what I'm saying? So like I was at home thugging, I was comfortable, real comfortable or whatever, and you know, and like when they said it, I didn't even. I was just like, oh, for real. Then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, I'm inappropriately dressed. I was like, take that down, take that down. But don't worry. I put the tape back on the camera. I mean, over the front cam. I put it back over there because like a lot of times why I don't cam up lately is because I've gotten comfortable uh being behind screen. It's so comfortable being back here because you can just like have on a t whatever whatever. Even when I do start back, I probably cam up every now and then. Uh, but it's just real comfortable. It's more comfortable to me behind the camera. I don't know. I think for major things I might cam up, but for the most part, I really like being behind the camera because you can focus on like what people are saying, and people can focus on what you're saying more than looking in your background, more than uh, you know, um, trying to see what you have on and different things of that nature. People can. I feel like people focus better. But I just pretty much wanted to come on and just and say that because like it bothered me. Like I said, like just Tracy doesn't have lesions. That is dermatitis, and it's not that bad. And if she goes and find out her allergies and get on the antihistamine and stuff, that's gonna clear right up. And I don't like the way that people do that. Like she's got like, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I don't want to come out too hard because every time chance Teresa gets, she curses me out. And like I said, I don't even know why. And I get confused. It's hard to argue with somebody. You're like, like, why am I mad? Like, I'm not mad at you. It's hard to argue with somebody that you're really not mad at. But she does it. And I'm like, okay, well, okay. I ain't going to read all that. Speaking, I need my glasses too. I'm trying to read the comments. Speaking of toys, did you throw? See, I knew it. I knew it. And I think I know who you are too. You're like, y'all are not smart at all. Like y'all trolls and stuff, y'all are not smart. Like it's a lot of people that are just not smart. Y'all are not smart at all. And I would snitch on you right now, but I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you slide. And you can rock up in here as long as you don't disrespect nobody, none of my guests. I don't care. I don't care. But like I said, tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to see if I can gather the remaining information for the YSL case, like the Woody court documents versus court hearing versus like I'm sorry, let me slow down for a minute. The YSL Woody court hearing versus the interview that he did that's also online. Because if you watch the interview that he did, a year, 2 years ago, like when everything first came out, and when he made the plea agreement, and he begged for the plea agreement, you'll be able to see like what the how the prosecution is tangling him up. Because a lot of people, oh, Thug are gonna go home free or whatever. I don't think so. I think before it's all over, Woody gonna have another change of heart. Because I don't know if Woody knows that like he's gonna like that plea agreement is the only thing that gave him immunity from the Rico case. And if he doesn't fulfill the plea agreement, then like he's gonna be just like the rest of them. And like they pulled him in, um, pretty much like looking at him as a suspect for Big Nut. So like that's a lot of trouble for him. That's a lot. He better rethink it. Then he fired his attorney. I don't know what he's doing. It's funny. It's very comical, but I don't know what he's doing. I mean, it is really funny. Y'all got to go check it out. Like, if y'all haven't, I mean, I know that like a lot of court cases and stuff seem boring or whatever, but y'all really need to check out that YSL court case and then go back and search the internet for is YSL Woody interrogation interview. And I'm telling you, you're gonna get your kikis, ha-has. It's very comedic. And like I stated, I want to come on and I probably do it tomorrow because therefore, like I could really just break everything down and I won't have to rush. And I would love for all my supporters to do it. I'm gonna do a thumbnail so you'll know that I'm talking about it. And then we can have a good kiki about it because I'm telling you, it is funny. It is like, I mean, it is funny. I mean, he's acting like a pure 100% uh nika. You know, I'm trying to watch out for them keywords, but he's acting like one. He's saying all kinds of stuff you wouldn't. I've never seen anybody act like this in a courtroom. Never, especially with a case this serious. So, like, y'all, please go check it out. If you get bored, go check it out. Check out the hearing. It's online. Everybody's talking about it because it's strange. It's strange. You can Law and Crime, I think, has it. But and then we'll discuss it. It's funny. I mean, I might even drop a link or two when I do so. And especially if my internet is now stable enough to be able to do the wireless on my computer. But y'all, thank y'all for supporting. I love all of y'all. Thank all of y'all. Like the video if you have like the video if you haven't. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and share by all means. I mean, this wasn't like anything that serious. It was just something that was on my mind that bothered me, and I wanted to like discuss it. I try to be very careful about doing commentary or discussing things because I like to help people. I'm not. I know you might see me arguing and different things of that nature, but that's not really my nature. That's not really who I am. But I'm like anybody else. Like I can run with the best of them, and I know how to defend myself. And and how can I put it? I'm nothing to play with. I'm not quick to anger. But I do get angry just like anybody else, or I do, but I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I try to think. Like Jay Wilson says, I try to have emotional intelligence. And you definitely have to have that out here on these streets that are just like those streets out there, just like those guys in YSL in different cases. They should have, had some emotional intelligence when it comes down to certain things, just like YSL Woody should have some emotional intelligence when it comes down to his decisions about this case. Emotional intelligence will keep you out of trouble because you can see it comes off YouTube and it's a split second between, like it can be a split second between, um, like something on YouTube and something that has a major impact on your life. And I don't like to see that happen to anyone. But like until next time, which is gonna be tomorrow, peace, love, and light. Hit the like, subscribe, share, and I will see you tomorrow. And it's unapologetically QI exiting the building. Thank y'all for entering the think tank, and I'm out.